Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at the Boeing 747-400 from Qantas. And if we start by taking a look at the box, we have the cutout so we can see the aircraft inside. And we do also have the Qantas branding on the front. Now if we turn the box around, on the back side we have a very beautiful image of the aircraft itself. We have the original dimensions and we have some additional information as always. So let's look inside. And here we have the Boeing 747-400 in the current colors of Qantas. Now there are many interesting stories about Qantas and the Boeing 747. But before we get into that, just this detail that this box also comes with this cardboard with the print of an apron position. But let's get back to the aircraft and the airline. Now, Qantas is apparently the third oldest airline in the world after KLM and Avianca. Now, this information I have from Wikipedia, but I think what it actually means is it's the third oldest still flying airline, because I'm pretty sure there were airlines before Qantas, KLM and Avianca. But anyway, founded already back in 1920, the airline name Qantas is actually just an acronym for the original name of the airline, Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Services. Now, also according to Wikipedia, Qantas was in fact the only airline in the world to have a fleet made solely of Boeing 747s during the 1980s. Now, that fact sounds incredible, and I have only Wikipedia as my source. If you know if this is actually true, I would love to hear from you in the comments below, because this sounds really amazing. But let us now take a closer look at the aircraft itself. And we start as always with the tail section, and here of course we have the famous Qantas branding on the vertical stabilizer, and we also have the Australian flag and the full registration code. Now if we move from the back of the aircraft to the front of the aircraft, we can see along the fuselage the writing of Qantas, Spirit of Australia. Also we have the writing of Long Reach, and just behind the cockpit windows we have the name of the aircraft. And just on the Qantas, next to the doors, we also have the One World logo. Qantas is in fact one of the founding members of the One World Airline Alliance. And we do have a lot of nice details on this aircraft, including, for example, the emergency hatch just over the cockpit. We also have some beautiful details on the engine nacelles. Now, the red triangle with the Qantas logo, it's quite discreet, but I really like it. It looks fantastic in my opinion. And although it may be a bit difficult to see, we also have very detailed engines where we can see the fan blades. Some more very nice details we do also have on the wings. We can see it here on the upper side, and if we turn the plane around on the underside, where we also have the full registration code of the aircraft once again. Now, as I said, this aircraft has a lot of nice details, and it holds a special place in my heart. Now exactly why I will tell you a bit later. But before I do that, I have to mention some of the major problems this aircraft has. Now unfortunately, although it looks really amazing, when you start moving it around, you see some problems with the quality. Now sometimes Herpa models have some loose parts. Now in this aircraft it's actually one of the landing gears that is loose. Now one loose part on an Herpa Wings model is not completely unusual. Once in a while it happens. But I have never had an aircraft where it was more than one part. Now in this case I can actually also take off the vertical stabilizer. I can put it back on again, which is really nice, but it is actually a bit disappointing to have, well, two major issues with this one model. And as always, this might just be the case for this one specific aircraft that I bought, and you might have a Qantas 747 which has absolutely no problems whatsoever, but it is nevertheless a bit disappointing. But still, as I mentioned, this aircraft has a special place in my heart. But the reason why this aircraft is a bit more special to me, and I would be lying if I said that it's my favorite aircraft, because it's not, but the wing of this aircraft is actually part of my logo. So that is why this aircraft is a bit more special to me. Now with that, we have almost reached the end of today's episode. And I would like to say thank you very much, not just for watching today's episode, but also for your ongoing support. and especially for those of you who took part in the vote for what aircraft we should take a look at for the 50th episode. Now, you chose that we should take a look at the 7878, the Dreamliner from Thai Airways, and that is exactly what we will do. Now, if you have enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. And with that, I would once again like to say thank you very much. See you soon. I'm checking out, and bye.